All right, Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praises to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, name of the Heavenly Father, who everybody ignorantly calls God. In the ancient Hebrew, which is the Rawchaa Qadash, his true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel, who everybody ignorantly calls JC, who was slain at the foundations of the earth. From the tribe of Judah, a so-called Negro for the salvation of the elect on this side, and for the rest of Israel, 2/3 after the destruction. You know, Yahawah means he exists. Yahawashi means he delivers, or he is the deliverer. Okay? And then the Rawchaa Qadash is the Holy Spirit. You know, and this is the spirit that the Lord gave his men, that the Father gave him out of the world. You know, starting with the elders and apostles, the great millstone coming out of one west. So as always, we want to give double honors to the elders and apostles. The great millstone led us to this truth and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord, wouldn't be part of that number. Lord, wouldn't this be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and the striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5, it is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. The water for all you sincere believers tuning in and listening and learning, you know, the ways of Yahawah, Yahawashi, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, Barak, Atham. So we're going to go ahead and get into a quick lesson. I had a specific person, you know, he's a younger Jake, but he believes in the truth. You know, he's a younger child, you know, but, you know, he believes in Yahawah, Yahawashi. And he asked me a question. You know, he asked, you know, one of his people that, you know, is an adult, you know, he's still pretty young, but he asked somebody, you know, I'm trying not to put nobody out there, but he asked somebody that I know, and they asked me, you know, and he asked, you know, what, you know, just the title is answering a question. Is virtual reality safe to play? You know, because, you know, he plays it sometimes. So I'm going to go into this topic And I'm gonna make a couple points, and maybe just share a couple things the Spirit has me thinking about it. Okay, because this virtual reality, they're doing it for a reason. And we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about some other things. We're gonna show some videos of some people doing certain things on this thing that ain't right. It doesn't mean you can't get on there and not do nothing bad. You can get on there and do your own thing and still not sin against the Lord. But you don't want to make this something that you're doing more than focusing on learning about Yahawashi and focusing on prayer. And you don't want to take this and make this like something that you're doing more than that. You can do this, but just make sure you pray to the Lord for the day. Maybe learn a little bit, watch a couple videos, and then when you spare time after you've done your walk with the Lord, because that's part of your walk, learning more about the Lord and knowing what he wants us to do, and preparing yourself to do that. And I got a kind of thing in the spirit, like this is maybe one way you can prepare for it, even when you're on the game. But we'll talk about that in a second, because I don't know what actually you're playing, except with he called it it's a game. We got a little bit of gameplay of the game that he actually was playing and was asking about it, and we're gonna show somebody else who was playing it too. Because it's like a game where like basically you can make your own world inside this game. Okay, so let me get here. Oh, okay. We're gonna go to, let me pull this up. So basically the question was, and this young guy, he makes videos for Yahawashi, Oh, Shalom, big bro. Shalom. Bahasham outside, Bahasham Qadash, Barak. The water for tuning in. The water for tuning in, big bro. Yeah, but the question was from this young Jake. He said he wants to know about CapCut. He said it's a new AI game he's been using for his videos, and if it's something he can continue to use. Okay, and so I went in and looked a little bit into it, and he's making little videos on it, and that's fine, bro. You can do that. That's serving the Lord. That's serving the Lord by making little videos with pictures of Yahawashi on them, and Lord willing, you get better at it, and you find more things to be more edifying with them. So everybody can do something for Yahawah, Yahawashi. And if that's something the Lord's putting the Spirit on you to do, you can do that, man. Just remember that we're more focused on reality, so don't let it get too much to your head. And we're gonna go a little bit into that, a couple videos about that, going to because this is they're trying to gradually get you to want to be in a virtual world, because that's what Esau Edom wants. He wants to bring this spiritual birth, this not spiritual but virtual birthright, because he don't have a birthright. So he's trying to make a virtual world and get everybody to take this charagma so he can make his own virtual world. So he's trying to get people enticed to do that. So just don't forget that, when you're playing that stuff, don't let it get to your head. So, but I went and listened, watched this thing, and I guess this CapCut, you can do many things on it than just that. So we're going to go into some of the things people are doing, some of the things that people are, it's what it's doing, because we're supposed to be in a state of awareness and in a mindset of awareness that the Lord is about to come. So you don't want to have too much fun with this stuff, and if you're going to use it, I got a couple ideas. Maybe you could do something else, like, it can be a tool to practice certain things, but we'll get into that in a second. But we're going to show this little video. It's this girl, this young Israelite, and she's playing this game, and this is not nothing too serious, but when you look at it, like, she's getting too much into it. Okay, we're going to show that, and we're going to talk about it. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the flock.
Wait for it.
Oh God.
See, that could have been something serious, She could have, she could have messed around, bust her head open or something, like just going off, just all over the place. So when you playing this stuff, just be circumspect, but it's okay to play this stuff. It's okay to play this stuff and have a little fun as a child of the Lord, but there's a, you want to do it in moderation. You don't want to just be always on this thing. So we're going to read this from Big Bro real quick. Shapah the 12 Ba. Ecclesiastes chapter 16, verse 17. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? See, so you can go play different games and stuff, but it's about what you doing in them games. Because I've been seeing other stuff. Wait, let me finish reading this and we'll say that. And it says, be not much over wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? And that was that girl. She being a little bit over foolish. She's not really checking her surroundings. She's not being circumspect, knocking over lamps and stuff. And you got everybody in the back laughing about it. It's a funny thing, but what if she would have hit that corner of the counter where the TV is and she gouged her eye open? Then it ain't no game no more. So you got to really be careful how engaged you get into this stuff, because that's what they doing. They making it so real where you think that's real life. So we being careful. Just be careful when you're on this stuff. And if you're making videos that's about Yahawashi on this thing, hey, that's a great thing. You could even do things like make a virtual highway and start preaching on the virtual highway until you feel like you've gained that age to want to go see the camp with your mom or something, give some alms, go watch the brothers. So it's many things you could do on virtual reality that could be glorifying to the Lord. So but we'll get into that more to show you that that's capable of being done. But I just wanted to show that little video. Just be careful when you're on this stuff, little bro. Now, there's some children on this thing being wicked too. Okay, it's not just some any regular children on it. Some children, they going off, man. They doing some weird stuff. So be careful who you talk to people on this thing. Especially they have these things called virtual chat rooms, and people is going in there and talking. You going in there talking to people you don't know. And I'm not sure if little bro's doing that, but there's people on there that's doing that. Okay. And we don't want to be involved with people who are not, in tune with Yahawah, Yahawashi, little bro. But my whole thing is you can mess around, make a video where it show the missiles coming or something to America or something. You can mess around and end up making something like that. Who knows? We don't know. But a lot of these things is things that you can show a lot of things in virtual reality, make little videos and post them on YouTube like you've been doing. It could give you maybe some more ideas. Now this is another one I had actually up, so I'm glad that the big bro put it down. About not being too involved into it. Ecclesiastes chapter 39 verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High is occupied in the meditation thereof, and will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. So you can be on there, but just make sure that you're occupied in the word first. Make sure you learn things from Yahawah, Yahawashi first. And it might even give you the spirit to go in and do something on there concerning that. So I'm gonna read one more precept, and then we're gonna get into this small video with this other video of these children on there playing, and you can tell like the way these children are, they parents aren't really watching them. And that's the thing. This thing kind of like takes away that ability for your parent to tell you what to do and what not to do and to watch over you, because they don't know what you're doing on that thing. So it's kind of something that could separate, the bond between you and your family if you get too much into it, especially if you got family members who believe in Yahawah, Yahawashi. You want to be engaged with them, and learn the Lord with them, watch videos with them. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See ye then that ye walk circumspectly, which means like be careful, not as fools, but as wise, right? Why? Redeeming the time. No, so don't get too much to where you're just so engaged into this thing. You taking 5, 6, 7 hours out of the day to play this thing, maybe do only 30 minutes to an hour, but make sure you focus on real life, because Jacob's trouble coming, bro, and it's not going to be virtual reality. It's going to be real life, but it's okay to play this stuff. Don't think like you going off just by playing the games, but it's about what you're doing in the game. That's what we're going to deal with next. So Ephesians chapter 5, verse 17, therefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. See, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be understanding what the will of the Lord is, and that's what makes us wise. And you want to do that a little bit every day. Of course, you're a young brother. So we're not saying just become a scholar out of nowhere. Just, learn a couple scriptures every day or something, Maybe go take it and, make a little video with that scripture that you learned for the day, I've seen you do it before. So you already on the right path. Verse 18, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess. And we know you're a young brother. You ain't supposed to be drinking, but it's really talking about like mainly, spiritually also concerning of the doctrines, and just like Big Bro said, moderation when it comes to the wine for the brothers that are old enough to have your glass of wine. You with moderation, you ain't getting sloppy and falling all over the place, but it says, but be filled with the Spirit, right? But I wanted to get to the point, but I didn't want to just skip over the scripture. Verse 19, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs. What's those spiritual songs? The scriptures. We had a whole, just don't let it be your focus. Just like Big Bro saying, don't let it be your focus, Just let it be something for you to pass a little bit of time after you study, because it has to be a balance. You don't want to just study all day. That'll make you, that'll overwhelm you. Just have your period of studying, have your little time of doing that. Have some time also spending time with your family members that believe in Yahawah, Yahawashi around you too, because that's all y'all gonna have in that time. And the brothers that are over you, Lord willing, the Lord brings y'all to one of those men, and that's why you're praying to make sure the Lord sends Michael the Archangel down and protects y'all, to lead you to one of those men, or maybe there might be one already with you, So in spiritual songs, singing and making melody to your heart and the Lord, right? And we know heart means mind. La'ab, talking about your mind, So we make a melody by singing, by occupying these prophecies and singing this song of salvation, the song of Moses. So verse 20, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father in the name of our Lord Yahawashi Hamashiach. Hamashiach means anointed. They say Christ. We say Hamashiach. It's talking about the anointed. It's talking about Yahawashi. Verse 21, submitting yourselves one another in the fear of the Most High. And the fear of the Most High is what? Not to put yourself, put anything else as a priority more than the Lord. Like, keep your things focused on getting to the kingdom, overall. But you got to have a balance. You can play video games, bro. Just watch it, because you got some people on here that's not doing good things on this game, and we're gonna show one of them. And it's just a little bit of it. I didn't watch through all of it, but it was just one part that caught me off guard. The Lord put the Spirit on me to watch this. I was like, what in the world? And you see how it says playing the best Gorilla Tag knockoff game, and it says what? CapCut, virtual reality gaming, right? So this is some CapCut. This is what they doing on CapCut. They doing all types of stuff, So
hey guys,
a little bit of this.
Today we are playing the best Gorilla Tag knockoff game. This game is called Capuchin. Yes, we all love Capuchin. Oh, I forgot about him. Oh my gosh. Today we are also joined by Double TT Gaming.
Don't make fun of me.
Exploring. We're just gonna be exploring as monkeys with bananas. Hey. Anyways, let's go.
It's real cheesy, okay? Don't mind that.
We have this.
But you see that? Like, they made this whole little world,
Listen. We just under the legs. Oh wait, we don't have legs.
We in a time where you can't be out playing around anyways, outside playing all day and stuff. All types of bad stuff going on. So
ATM? Well,
yeah, the ATM in there.
There's
I didn't see that laptop.
I'm Double TT Gamer.
Hey.
Being children, running around, hit each other down with bananas.
Anyways.
Okay, you're gonna get to the point though.
Let's go to the next place.
He's gonna take you down here. Okay.
Help me. My hands are stuck.
I know it's kind of messing up. A lot going on.
Walter.
He tried to pull the hat off that thing, but he couldn't. You know,
Anyways, what's
it's
going
virtual
on?
reality. You know, they try,
It's just
they showing you stuff, but this is
monkey,
where it get weird. Okay, this is where it's like, what in the world's going on?
monkey, monkey,
Okay, it's like, what are these people? What are these children doing?
Wow, this is amazing.
What the hell is that, man? You see that, man?
Monkey.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with these children, man? You see this going off?
That's an
Okay, that's going off. Okay, going off. You see, like they just in there straight folly, foolishness. They got monkeys doing, okay. If you seen it, I don't want to say too much about it, but that's going off. Okay, like you shouldn't be doing all that weird stuff, man. Don't be out there with no children making stuff like that. That was going off. Okay, that's just too much. Just straight folly. Now we got another one that's like a folly like that, but it was actually something that was wicked that they was doing. Okay, because that's what it's going to lead to. And we're gonna look up this word in a second. Let me let this load up. I'm gonna look up this word in a second to show you that they're gradually trying to get you doing enough things on here. You're like, oh, I want to do more stuff. And then you're gonna end up doing something wicked on there. Because these children are using the same thing and they was doing something else. And we're gonna go into it and show you what they was doing.
There was a kid being toxic until I exposed him.
Right. So they playing on it.
Guys,
It's messing up.
I'm one-handed, kid. What do you think I'm gonna do?
Okay, he chasing this kid.
Tag. What you talking about, kid? Now help me spawn
Did you
Lucy.
hear
No
that?
way, lil bro.
You hear what he said? What'd he say? He said, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can run it back. Hold on. Let it play through again. This is something weird at the end of it. That's not the point. I'm gonna let it run back because it won't let me replay it. Okay. I'm gonna show you what he was doing though.
Kid being toxic until I exposed him.
Here we go. Guys, I'm one-handed, kid. What do you think I'm gonna do? Tag. What you talking about, kid? Now help me
You hear
spawn
that?
Lucy.
He said, let me spawn Lucy, right? So when I went and looked up this so-called Lucy, right? I went and looked this up. Okay, they made this. Okay, and they're basically summoning a demon. Okay, that's what they were doing. And it looked like some little children just playing a game. Okay, and you look it up, Lucy, right? Says Lucy, and I don't know if this is 9,000-year-old demon, but some false story they made or something. But it says Lucy, right? Hold on. Esau, Edom, man. Anyways, says Lucy is a 9,000-year-old demon. He is the son of Satan and an unknown mother. Until the events of Heads or Tails, he had no idea who his father was. He spent his first years of his life in hell, torturing the soul sent there. Like, this is not biblical. Okay, this is going off. Okay, this is all the way going off. Like, so that's why you got to be careful what you're doing on this virtual reality, bro. Because there's some people on there really doing wickedness. Exit off this because it's just, and then we're gonna get to another one That's this dude. He's in a VR chat, and they did this 3 months ago, and we're gonna go into that. So we're gonna do 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. You see, so you can be on there doing things, but and you're still a child, bro. But just you're being taught as a young man of the Lord. In the scriptures, by the time we was 12, and back in the ancient days, we were men already. We thought like men. We try to conduct ourselves as men. We listen to our fathers above us, and we reverence them, and we try to conduct ourselves in a way that we were preparing to be rulers. And that's what you're doing, little bro. Like, you might, just because you're a young little bro doesn't mean that you're not preparing to be a ruler with Yahawah, Yahawashi. You might not be one of the 144 elect, but if you're of the elect, one of them young ones, you could, you'll be a prince. You'll still be ruling something. So that's what you preparing your mind for, to wherever the Lord wants you to be. So you want to put away some childish things. You can get on there and play around a little bit or whatever, but don't do it in a way where it's foolish. Just be smart with it. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, right? So you want to put off some things that you were doing before you came in the truth, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, that ye may put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. So you're supposed to be set apart from these other children on this game. You might be on there doing other things, So I'm going to put in a couple precepts, and then I'm going to go put it in a definition. We're going to watch a little bit of this and show you something in real life that they're about to do, as well, concerning this AI, virtual reality, and just technology. Okay. They're trying to get you to be okay with this taking over everything in your house, in your household, and you want to set an example as well, for, your mother and them around, that you're not just drowned into this stuff as well. But if you're on it, you can make stuff for your Yahawashi. That's a pretty cool idea. So Ecclesiasticus, the book of Barak, chapter 32, verse 12, there take thy pastime, right? The time after what? You get done serving the Lord, you do your prayers, you learn a little bit, maybe do videos, right? You got a little time, spare time. It says, and do what thou wilt, right? But sin not by proud speech, which is like what? Not going against the brotherhood or thinking badly about brothers, having a spirit of, thinking, you could just do anything, don't be on there doing stuff that that the Lord wouldn't condone, or we wouldn't like. Don't be on there just like those one children were doing. They was trying to summon the dead virtually, and of course it's not real, but it's just they're conditioning you to think this stuff is okay. So when they get to the Karagma here, they might tell you, oh, well, you get free video games. We'll give you $2,000 a month and you can just play virtual reality all day. You just got to take this. Like, they're going to try to entice you to take this thing. They're going to try to convince you. And then when you say no, that's when they're going to be mad and try to come with the great wrath. And we hope that the Lord got the angels to protect us. So verse 13, and for these things, bless him that made thee and have replenished thee with his good things. See, and this is what we've been replenished with, this truth. This is the real thing to focus on, Now we're going to look up a word and show you what they're doing, okay? It's called gradualism. Trying to gradually get you to, definitely, like ultimately accept virtual reality. Like we said, he's trying to make a virtual birthright, But he needs Jake to go along with it, because he knows that's who the Lord's coming to get. But if you're of the elect, you're not going to be confounded. You're not going to be put to shame. So what that's saying. So gradualism, right? It says a policy of gradual reform. Gradualism. Rather than sudden change or revolution. So they're going to gradually get you to go into this, like slowly do certain things to get you to be like focused on this, and focus more until you just drowned into this thing. So be careful, be careful. Now, going into that thing that them children was using to summon that demon, they literally made a whole world just to do that. That's going off. That's worshiping other gods. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 3, because what you put your time into is what you worshiping. That's why we tell you worship the Most High, put him first. So Exodus chapter 20, verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me, right? Verse 4, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, right? Like how they do with Jesus Christ and Buddha and all these other little false gods, right? And it could also be, a graven image could be, whatever you worship. It could be virtual reality. That's a graven image. That's something, tangible. That's something that you could take and put that over real life. And some people do that, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above. And that's the whole thing. You don't want to just go into this thing and be like, trying to escape your reality. All of Israel is in a state of mourning right now. We're all not in a happy state. We all don't like it here, but the Lord makes it like that because he doesn't want you to like it here. He doesn't want you to be comfortable here, so he can come save us. He doesn't want you to get too comfortable here. So just remember that, So, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or that is in earth beneath. See, and likeness of anything. So that could be virtual reality, or that is in the water under the earth, right? So we don't take anything and make that something more important than Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Verse 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. And like I said, what you love the most is what you put your time into. What you serve is what you put your most time into. So make sure you put in your time in Yahawah, Yahawashi. For I, the Lord, thy power, am a jealous power. He's jealous, and he see you focusing on virtual reality, you kind of slow down on trying to, get yourself prepared to do lessons and make little videos like you do. You try to do virtual reality more. The Lord be, hey, what are you doing? You Yasharala, little bro. You're supposed to be focusing on this. You got to be set apart from these other children. Visiting the inequity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, right? Reincarnation, we come back every third and fourth generation, Verse 6, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments, right? And that's how we know, we know that we were given this faith, and it's a blessing, it's a superpower. Because if we got this faith and we were here last time, that means that the Lord, he knew us already. He bring us back to our remembrance. Like, just remember, I'm your power. Don't take nothing here and cherish it more than me. That's what he brought you to this truth for, to spread his word and to worship him. But he said he doesn't need us to worship him. We need him. He don't need us. He said he can make stones worship him, but the Lord loved Jacob, so he bring him back to make sure that, he didn't get consumed with this of these wicked people. So this is another one to show you how real they're getting with this. They got people that's going in these games and they literally sitting in a virtual bed watching a real movie instead of just doing it in real life. Like, that's what they're doing. They're getting these people gradually like stuck in this thing. Okay. Because when you got this virtual reality thing on, you can't see nothing around you, what's going on in the house. You can't see nothing, you can't hear anything. You got the headphones in. It could be somebody coming in there and, the police come in there, break the door down, yelling at everything, then put your mom on the ground. You still in here swinging around this virtual reality. So you got to be careful, man, because we're coming into tough times, little bro. So just don't do that stuff a whole lot. Just do it in moderation, just like Big Bro said. I'm glad you was here, Big Bro. The water, Yahawah, Qadash, Barak, the water, help me out with this lesson. So,
Tarkus Zone, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing a little VR chat. I'm going to try to make this video short. We're going to go into my main hub room for VR chat. Now I'm just going to bring up my app library. I do own a few apps. I have played a few apps in the past here.
And wait, before we do get into this, you see what he got on that thing? He got Netflix. He got Netflix on there. He got the movie Creed on there. Okay, he's like watching real movies in virtual reality. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're making this stuff more realistic. And this VR chat that like basically what they're doing on this thing is they're making their own world, and anybody, like a set amount of people, can come in this world and talk to each other. Now there is a case we're going on right now in the UK about some little girl. She was like attacked in one of these VR things, and it like really affected her. You know, because why? Because she was putting this thing over real life. She was putting virtual reality as more important than real life, and that's what had her traumatized. And like, man, they messed with my avatar. Like it was just so serious. This is the doggone avatar. So that's why you also got to be careful, little bro, especially when you going in there and chatting, because you mess around and just be playing with some random people you don't know, and then they say you did something, and now you facing some trouble on something that you just did virtually, because that's what they going into right now. Esau Edom is going to try to catch you as any way he can and get you into trouble. So you got to be real careful what you're doing and who you talking on this thing, you know? So we just gonna watch a little bit more of this and show you inside this house that he gonna go in. He gonna show you got the doggone TVs in there, like platinum, like, man, you just watch.
When I played my VR2 headset, I now have a VR3 headset. So I've got a bunch of apps I still can play, but my favorite really is VR chat. Some people don't really like VR chat all that much because there's some weird stuff that can happen on the platform.
See?
But for me, the worlds that people build, it's the people's imaginations, and people actually build these worlds. So public people build the worlds, and people can join those worlds when they are published and they are updated to the VR chat.
So you don't know what you're doing. It's basically like a virtual street. You really like in the virtual, you in a virtual street. This is like the unicorn like 2.0, which is the internet. Like they got you in here virtually talking to somebody, and like they seeing you and you seeing them, but it's virtually, you know.
Metaverse, I guess, is what you would want to call
getting
it.
tricky with this stuff.
Now, my home room is a room called YouTube and Chill, and we're going to go and kind of look at the world itself. So it's initializing the world. So if you want to, VR chat is just a series of a bunch of worlds. So this is really an intro video. This is my first streaming video for VR. So this is new to me for my YouTube channel.
He made a room called YouTube and Chill, so he could have somebody come in there and watch a movie sitting down like it was real life. Like that's what they doing, man.
So here's the world that we just entered. We're just going to give it a second to settle down and kind of put everything together. Okay, here we go. So this world, again, someone built this a little apartment, and what's nice about it is they've linked these movie selections to these screens that you see in front of me. So you can play any of these movies that you choose to play. So I'm going to go to 2023. 2023.
Look,
and I'm going to see what they've got up here. They've got some newer movies like Mission Impossible. That's still in the theaters. The Nun 2's in the theaters.
See, they even got Saw on there. So as a child, you can go in there and watch Saw, man. If you as a child, you came on virtual reality, your mama don't know you in here watching this, you know, some demonic or something. You see what I'm saying? That's what they doing, man. They trying to make children feel like they just free to do whatever they want, man, and act however they want with no consequence. But there's a consequence to this stuff, Jake. There's a consequence to this stuff, little bro. Just remember that, man. It says keep your eyes single. You know, don't get into stuff that you know that is not glorifying the Lord, especially a lot of this stuff that he pointed out, like this movie Saw. That stuff is vicious and gruesome, man. You're not supposed to be getting into stuff like that. You're supposed to be focused on what? Being saved and focused on being protected. That's basically my point. Just be careful when you're going in these other worlds. And you know, we're going to go maybe talking to maybe you mess around, make you a world. And it's got Yahawashi all over it. So somebody come visit, you might, young little brother come in and he see what you doing. Like, what is all this? And you teach him a little bit, and then y'all both in the truth now. You never know.
Saw 10 is in the theaters. Super Mario Brothers is in the theaters right now.
Yep.
So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos there are basically currently in the in theaters. So you could pick any one of these movies. You can go to the next page here and go to next page,
This
and
is
you can
crazy.
see other things that were made in this year. So any one of them, let's just go to Warhorse 1. I'm just going to click on that. Here at the top, it's going to load it,
See?
and then it's going to
This is
start playing it
crazy.
on the theater screens.
This
Now,
is crazy.
because I'm the first person in this world, I am the admin, so I only can control these things. Now, I'm going to get rid of the posters. I'm going to get rid of the orange walls. All right. Actually, I'm going to put the orange walls back on so that we can actually see the walls. So the movie's playing that I have selected here, and it's also playing in this back room here on this screen. I could watch it if I want. On this bed, I could watch it if I want.
See?
This world can hold 80 people.
Well,
So what they
80
did
people.
is they made this huge apartment complex where you can watch the movie in many different locations in the apartment. So we can watch it here on this bed.
See? That's
The
like a
sound's
real
really
movie right there, man. Hold on. Let me run it back because that's all I want to do. You know? That's all I want to show. Like, they really playing that thing, man. That's an actual movie, like, on the screen, man. Oh, I'm getting to it. Bear with me. It ain't. Yeah, right. It ain't let me do it. Hold on. I'm gonna try to pause it when it go across.
so we can watch it here on this bed.
See, that's like watching a real movie, man. That's like something else, man. That's Esau Edom trying to keep you from seeing what's going on in the world, man. You know, Jake be straight drowned off in this thing, especially, you know, Jake, we don't like it here. We not happy here. So they trying to get this to, you know, get you locked in into just, oh, the metaverse is this. I love it here. I don't need to worry, folks, on nothing else but this. Just fake. Just a fake reality, man. And that's basically what America Babylon the Great is for Jake. It's a fake reality. We hate it here. Okay, so just remember that when you're going into this stuff. Don't get sucked into it. Now, we're gonna stop right there. He goes to a couple other worlds. Like one of them looks like it's a whole world with just straight Halloween in it. And you know, we know Halloween is not something we're supposed to be celebrating. And it's just, you know, it's just a way that a child could go in and look at these things and like look at it as something cool to explore and look around and really be, you know, serving other gods. And that's what Esau Edom's trying to do. So this was another one. And this is why we tell you, Eve, you need to get behind one of these men of the Lord, okay? Esau Edom is going to not even be using you, okay? Eventually, when you get to the point, it says Eve the robot can cook, clean, and guard your home. Robot in your house, cooking, cleaning, watching everything, sit in there, and we're going to give you this charagma, and you live in our virtual world forever. That's what they're trying to do, okay? You don't want this thing in your house, man. That thing malfunctioning and the eyes turn red and start clocking in the head with something, okay? Don't play. You mess around, you know, because whatever you worship the most is what's going to have to save you in that day. You worship AI that much, the Lord going to put you in a situation. We don't want that. We want to be making sure that we focus on him the most because that's what's going to save us in that day. Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. I got a few more precepts and then we out of here. I try not to make it too long, but I found a whole lot of different things going in on this, you know, and I didn't want to just, you know, halfway do it, you know, and to show you that you can go in there and make your own videos. You can make it, you mess around, make a place where it literally just says highways and byways. You just be out there over there prophesying in the wind, practicing the scriptures, meditating in the word. You could do that, you know, who knows? You know, and this may be a safe way for you to do it since you're so young. You know, we know you can't just go out to the highway and be that young on your own, you know, but, you know, once you get to the point, you know, you have that spirit come on you, you know, go start visiting the brothers, go take notes, you know, and just get yourself prepared because the Lord's got you understanding the truth for a reason. He got you doing videos for a reason. So just keep going, little bro. Don't stop. So Colossians chapter 3, verse 2, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth, you know? So even if you are using something like virtual reality, you can still set your affections on things in the earth, not in the earth, but in the heavens, the kingdom, So verse 3, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach and the Most High, in power. So us being dead to this world, us being different from this world is what's got us hidden, us following these ways of the Lord. That's what has you hidden from not being like everybody else, being set apart, to the best of your abilities, of course, because we all make mistakes, That's just part of the battle. You're not going to win every battle, but we will win the war, little bro. We will win the war, so you keep fighting. It's a battle that's already been won, We just got to walk there. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8, be sober, be vigilant, right? Know what time it is. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And he'll even do it on the internet, just like it showed in that VR chat. He's like that guy said be some weird stuff happening on here. Yeah, it is. There's literally stuff going on where women are getting virtually violated on this thing. So don't be involved with just anybody on here. Be careful, because there's be some real weirdos on this thing. And now I was thinking about this. I was listening to another brother, and I think it was actually an elder. He was talking about how, it was Elder Apostle Gabar, and he was going into this scripture, okay? And he mentioned something concerning like basically the internet is like a virtual street, okay? And you could literally make one, you can make one, do a video over it. You over here on some virtual highways and byways, and have your world open and just be on somewhere teaching. You got your Yahawashi signs put up, your signs talking about the Lord coming back. Somebody going to the world like, what's all this? It showed an honorable multitude standing over there or something, Yahawashi somewhere standing, on the throne, mess around, make a city of gold. Like, that would be cool, bro. That would be cool to do that, because you're still focusing on the Lord, So that's my point, that would be something cool. Like, if I could do it, if I was young enough, I'd be like, shoot, I could make me a little virtual world look like the kingdom, So you can't just, don't just knock it off and think you can't do nothing for the Lord on it. So Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets, right? And like he said, the internet is like a virtual street. That's why we do these sit downs more than just go out and do camp. We do lessons every day on the internet. And that could be something that the Lord calling you to do, Shalom, big bro. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak, the water for tuning in, right? Let's get it, Man, shalom, bro. The water for tuning in. So she utters her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, you see. And, we also go into places that are not as populated. It just depends on where the Lord wants you to go. The Lord's got all his men doing specific things. But, she in the openings of the gates in the city, she uttereth her words, saying what? What does she say? How long ye simple was when ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorners, and fools hate knowledge, right? So don't be a person who wants to just be simple all the time. You want to learn the simplicity of Yahawashi, because the simplicity of Yahawashi is actually more complex than what people know. There's some people who, when they look at the simplicity of Yahawashi, there's an angel blocking them, and they can't even get what's being said. So this is a different type of simplicity when we're talking about Yahawashi simplicity. It's like a hidden simplicity. The Lord has to reveal that to you. And if you got that, little bro, you got that, and you making videos and you doing little, because I posted a couple of your videos on my video thing, and people like them, man. You never know. You could bring somebody in the truth off one of them little videos or something you did in the virtual world. Because there's some people who's trapped in there. Lord might be calling you to go, show some of them like, hey, man, this ain't it. You need to come back to real life. You need to see what's going on in the world right now. Stuff's finna be dangerous out here. So, that's all I wanted to put out. I try not to make it too long, but I was a little excited about little bro asking about this, because it's not a question that is normally, that I talk about, or something normally that I hear, and that shows you that he's thinking, and it's kind of like, pretty cool that he asked me, kind of like shows me like, man, you never know who's watching, you never know who's really looking up to you and like, hey, big bro, what about this? I'm using something in my life. What am I going to do with this? You know, so don't ever be afraid to ask questions to the elders and apostles and even as young brothers as myself, man, because we know if you're sincere, we're going to answer your questions. We're going to do it to the best of our abilities and, you know, help you grow a little bit more in Yahawah, Yahawashi. So, Lord willing, it was edifying to the flock. And, you know, Lord willing, this gives you kind of a little bit more inspiration, you know, to keep doing your videos, little bro. That I like them. You know, I always post them when you do them. Just keep working, you know. You know, you'll never know because later the Lord will increase you because the Lord said he giveth the increase. So when you start increasing, just make sure you give all thanks to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know, we don't get this spirit on our own. So Lord willing, this edifying to the flock, shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel. You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praises to Barak, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone led me to this truth, and all of us to this truth, and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, there's be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. It is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. And it's unto a ring. 2 Esdras chapter 5, verse 42. Why above the waterfall, you sincere believers tuning in, especially you Akim, who've been tuning in and you know, just checking on a little bro. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak, Atham. And Lord willing, we'll be able to exalt the name Yahawah, Yahawashi yet another day. Got to get to the plantation. So, hey, it was a fun lesson. You know, I had fun going in and learning something myself, you know, seeing what's going on, you know. So, the water, y'all, the water for tuning in. Y'all stay prayed up out there. And Lord willing, we'll be back with another edifying lesson. Shalom.